A tiny kitten was rescued from an abusive home, badly burned, and just days old. There wasn't much hope at first. The vet didn't expect survival. The kitten was weak, barely drinking, and didn't seem to have the strength to fight. But something in her refused to give up. They named her Acorn. She was so small that her foster's thumb looked bigger than her head. She had to be syringe-fed around the clock. Every drop was counted. One day, while her foster was writing down how many milliliters she had taken, Acorn took her first step. It wasn't steady, she wobbled and swayed, but she moved. She followed the voice she knew. That moment changed everything. If she could do that, she had a chance. At the time, her foster had just lost a beloved cat and wasn't ready for another. But the bond had already started. Acorn had picked her person. There was no letting go now. She stayed, and each day, she grew stronger. Her eyes opened wider. Her legs got steadier. She learned how to play, how to rest, and how to trust. Nearly a year later, a dog was found at a local shelter, quiet and curled in the back of her kennel. She had been rescued from another abusive home and was scheduled to be put down the very next day. She had been kept in a crate too small to move, with no access to clean water or soft bedding. When people walked by, she didn't react. She just stared. They called her Leaf. When she was offered a bowl of water, she didn't move at first. But then, slowly, she stepped forward and drank, almost the whole thing. It was clear she hadn't had anything to herself in a long time. Her new foster sat nearby and said gently, "That's yours now. No one will take it away." Bringing her home was a quick decision. There was some worry about how she and Acorn would adjust to each other. For the first few days, they stayed apart. There was no fighting, just distance. Then, slowly, things began to shift. They started resting closer, eating at the same time, and moving around the house more comfortably. After about 2 weeks, everything clicked. Leaf began to wag her tail again. She started joining the family on short walks, exploring the world like she couldn't believe it was real. Every time she saw a leash or heard the words, "Want to go outside," her whole body lit up. She bounced like a puppy. The joy was simple and full. Acorn stayed curious and a little wild. She liked high shelves, quiet corners, and her own space. But she also loved being part of the family. When it was time for adventures, she was ready. She understood the word walk just as well. Her eyes would widen, and she'd follow along, tail swaying low and steady. Together, they built a new rhythm. They didn't need to be the same. They just needed to feel safe. They rested side by side. They shared space. They understood each other in ways that didn't need words. Both had been through rough starts, but now they had calm, warmth, and each other. Now, Leaf still gets just as excited to go outside as she did on her very first walk. She still seems surprised that anyone wants to take her anywhere. She runs like she's brand new to the world. Acorn still holds onto her independence, but always checks in. She follows, explores, and returns to rest in the same warm spot she's made her own. Their bond is quiet but strong. No big gestures, just trust, just comfort, just peace. 2 lives that started in fear now filled with something steady and real. Even sharing this helps more animals find love.